So, you want to watch horror stories animated, huh? Well, do you really think your heart can take it? Hey, what's good, Dream Team? It's your boy, this is Dream, and I'm back again with another video. Alright, so today, we got another reaction because we're about to react to is 3 Dark Web horror stories animated. Hold up. There we go. Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed the little horror skit that I put at the very beginning of the video. So you already know your boy's gonna get lit and your boy got his mask, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to all my Tokyo Ghoul fans out there. Shout out to my King Connecticut fans out there, man. Shout out to all y'all, you feel me? And hey, man, look, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, man. Like, horror videos and horror stories, horror games and all that, like, I am a freak when it comes to, like, horror stuff, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But not too much of a freak where I'm big, you know what I'm saying? You know, go all horroristic, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, anime will still and forever be at the top of the list, you feel me? But, hey, I've always had a thing, you know, just doing, like, some horror videos and, like, horror skits and stuff like that, man. So, hey, look, if you guys would like me to really focus on making, like, some horror skits and horror, like, type movies and stuff like that, y'all let me know it. And if you guys, like, live around in the area, such as Atlanta, because that's where I'm at, I'm in Atlanta, and then y'all live in Atlanta, y'all want to make a skit with me, y'all hit your boy up, you feel me? And we can get some time, you feel me? Sorry for the intro for being long, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump to the horror stories. But before you do, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe to both the content if you do. And without further ado, let's get it. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. Yeah.
I stared at my bright computer screen. My eyes felt heavy, and my fingers trembled nervously with each key press. We'd already been awake for more than 5 days, during which time 28 players had died.
Dang.
I don't want to die, Lewis typed into the chat. I'm not so sure you will. There's only the 2 of us left. I can't keep this up much longer.
Wow. Okay. I have my own horror story about the dark web. You know,
The game
y'all know what I'm
had
talking about.
seemed so simple.
Link in the
A
description
competition
below.
to see who could stay awake the longest, and the winner would receive enough money to last a lifetime.
Dang.
For someone like myself, without a social life nor a job to attend, it was the perfect opportunity. 30 players had received an invitation, all active participants of an international dark web forum. We were just required to fill in some necessary information, including a Bitcoin wallet to where the money would be sent. After clicking submit,
Sounds
I
too
was given a
sketchy.
time
Sounds a little
and
bit too sketchy.
a list of simple rules to follow. Number 1, both your web camera and microphone must be activated for the entire duration of the competition. Number 2, there won't be any bathroom breaks. Plan accordingly. Number 3, you're not allowed to seek out the physical location of the other contestants. Number 4, there can only be one winner. As I eagerly awaited for the first bit of excitement I seen at once, I stocked up on the necessary supplies, mostly energy drinks, snacks, and a bucket. Once the time of the competition started, I clicked the provided link. I was faced with a blank screen consisting of 30 names and a chat box. I could gain access to each of the competitors' camera feeds by clicking on their username, but the chat itself was global. I guess no one here speaks English, Insomnia90 said. A few of the participants responded with broken sentences. It seemed that out of the 30 members of the chat, only myself and Insomnia9
See, I can't do stuff like that, man. Look, it
2
sounds
days
way
went
too
by
sketchy,
in the
bro.
blink of an eye, and 7 players had already
Like,
left the
what?
game
That
in
sounds way too
silence.
sketchy.
I spent most of my time watching movies and chatting to Insomnia90, who I'd come to know as Lewis. He was a Canadian university student on break, bored out of his mind.
Right. I'll
Hey,
be bored
check
of
out
my
the
mind
German
too.
guy.
Like,
He's
dang.
about to pass out, Lewis said. I clicked on his username. It would be the first participant we'd actually see falling asleep. His eyes were already half closed, and his body shifted towards the edge of his chair. We chuckled at the guy as we got one step closer to victory. Not long after, his consciousness wandered off the edge, and he fell into a deep pit of sleep. Only a second passed before his eyes shot back open in a horrified panic as he clutched his ears and screamed in agony. His body started twitching uncontrollably in all the wrong directions, and blood poured from his nose and ears. It looked as if his brain had been scrambled to pieces inside his own head.
Oh, the hell?
Within a minute, he fell over, dead, his face softly resting on the keyboard. What the was that?
Right? What the fuck was that?
Is he dead? Lewis replied. Check the Swedish one, I said. Sure enough, he drifted off no more than a minute earlier. Suddenly, his eyes shot open, and he seized just like the German had before him. Another minute, and he just added to the rapidly growing pile of corpses. We warned the others as best we could. Only a few of them seemed to get the message, each getting out from their chairs in an attempt at fleeing. Alas, no sooner had they decided to run before they dropped dead on the floor.
What the fuck?
Oh
What?
God, we're gonna die, aren't we? Lewis said. I guess only the winner survives, I typed back. 3 days passed.
See, and this
During
is
that
exactly
time,
why I
we
can't
made
do stuff
numerous
like this,
attempts
man.
at
That junk is
contacting the
crazy,
outside
bro.
world.
They just died out of
Phone calls,
nowhere.
emails, messages, they were all blocked. Lewis and I were the only players left, keeping each other awake as we searched in despair for a way out. I already ran out of supplies, so if sleep deprivation didn't get me, dehydration would. Then I noticed that Lewis hadn't spoken in a few minutes. Lewis, no, wait the I called out to no avail. He had already died.
Oh,
Once he left the
damn.
game, I was declared the winner. 29 people had died, and I was gifted an unfathomable amount of cash. Since then, I've been searching for Lewis's family. Even if they weren't close, I want them to know that he was a good person up until the end. I'm so sorry. I wish it had been me.
Dang, bro. So
My
the money,
dad
was
was the greatest
legit,
man
but
I ever
dang,
knew.
everybody
He
had
never
to die
shied away
along
from
with that,
helping
man.
others
That's
and
crazy.
always offered an ear when people needed to talk. When he was taken away from us at the young age of 41, it destroyed my family. Last week, I spoke to him again, and now I wish I hadn't.
What? From the dead? From the dead? A
I'll
week
be the
earlier.
first to admit, the deep web always scared me. I expected some illegal set of websites for drugs, weapons, and human trafficking.
Oh yeah,
In
that's
reality,
definitely facts.
it's little more than a bunch of obscure forums sprinkled with the occasional leaked email password. Every now and then, you might be lucky enough to find a gold nugget in the stream of useless shit.
Huh.
If you're anything like me, you might even enjoy the futile search. The one time I actually stumbled across something worthwhile, it scarred me for life.
What is it?
It was a page called Mortex, a forum with thousands of active users, all seeming to search for specific people. Looking for Jack Glover, 1956 to 2003, passed from pancreatic cancer, the top thread said. It was an odd task, searching for someone that had died so long ago.
Right?
I presumed they were distant relatives looking for a gravestone. But once I browsed through the comments, it piqued my curiosity. It was odd searching for someone that had died so long ago. I figured they were trying to find a lost family member's grave or something. Another thread read, "Oh my God, Hannah, I can't believe you found me."
What?
At that moment,
What?
I figured it was some sort of roleplay forum. Each thread followed the same formula, someone seeking to speak with lost loved ones. Despite my instincts saying it was all make-believe, I decided to post my own search. Looking for Clark Henderson, 1969 to 2010, passed from cardiac arrest. That was the name of my dad. He was the one person I'd give anything to see again after he unexpectedly died from a heart attack. To my surprise, I only had to wait a couple of minutes before someone left a comment. "Henry?" It said, along with a voice chat invitation. My hands shook so much that I could barely navigate the menu. Before long, I was connected, and an all too familiar voice called my name.
Whoa.
"Henry, it's really you, isn't it?" It was bullshit. It had to be. Yet the voice I heard clearly belonged to my dead father. "Dad, how is this?" I stopped, dead in my tracks. "I love you so much, Henry, and I'm sorry for leaving you. I should have gotten my heart checked, but I just didn't know. I felt fine up till the moment I died. It's not your fault, but how do I know this is real? How do I know it's really you?"
Brian, how you know that?
When you were 3, you attempted to make dinner. You didn't know about the concept of pots and pans, so you just threw the vegetables directly on the stove. He chuckled, cutting the story short. "Right, just as I had forgotten about that," I said. "You almost burned the house down," he continued. "I've tried to tell people this story before, but you made me swear an oath of secrecy." I felt myself tearing up just by the sound of his voice. Unfortunately, curiosity overwhelmed my sense
Wait,
of
so
nostalgia.
no, he was right?
I had so many questions, I don't even know where to begin, I said as 1,000 thoughts ran through my mind. Then it hit me. The situation didn't just entail my personal quarrels with life. No, it was so much bigger. I could ask any question about what came after death. After much contemplation, I finally landed on a simple, yet horrifying question.
Uh-oh.
"Dad, where are you?" I asked.
Oh.
"Henry, please, don't." He trailed off. "Don't what?" I replied. "They don't like it when you ask. I can't, they'll..." He froze. I should have stopped then and there, but I couldn't. "I just need to know what comes after, please," I said. My dad paused. "Henry, I'm sorry." "Sorry about what?" I asked. "Heaven, hell, it's not real. This place, whatever it is, it's not what I thought. We're just spare parts waiting to be." Our voice challenged.
Oh,
and my
that's
dad's voice
creepy.
vanished. I tried to call him back. I tried to message. I even attempted to make a new thread, but he was just gone.
That was
Before
creepy.
I spoke to him, I was never afraid of death. Now that I've heard the fear in the voice of my dead father, I'm terrified.
Wow, that's creepy for real.
When people want digital footprints to be scoured away clean and then replaced by other
Like, do these
images,
characters like take
that's
turns
when
using
I
this
get
computer?
the
Because
call.
it looks like the exact
I
same
was once
computer.
hired
Like,
by an
what?
oil sheik to replace several faces on an embassy security feed to hide their involvement in the assassination of a journalist. Remember the 2 women who contaminated and killed the North Korean madman's half-brother in the airport?
Dang.
Those women were originally a pair of North Korean goons, but I removed them and set up that pair of lady stooges to take the fall.
Dang.
My ethics are porous, and my greed is insatiable.
So he's a
In
hacker?
October of last year, I was hired to deepfake some footage. A black ops team had infiltrated a top-secret lab in China and stolen some highly virulent bioweapon. The lab itself wasn't the problem. The team consisted of professional ghosts, entering and exiting like invisible ninjas, not a trace left behind in the lab's hardwired net. But then, the team leader did something so stupid, so outside his mission scope, that I was brought in for damage control before any possible leaks caused a tsunami of geopolitical fallout.
Alright.
He
So what
met
do
in
you do?
Shanghai the following day at the Ritz-Carlton with somebody well known in the world of presidential politics. This figure, traveling under the name Randall Mariani, is a former NYC mayor who now pursues shadow diplomacy for the current administration. Anyway, this guy was caught on security cameras in the lobby exchanging envelopes with the leader of the infiltration team. I was hired that night by a shell company operating out of the Cayman Islands.
That's kind of cool,
goes
bro,
by the name
to
of
have a job as a hacker.
DeepFake.com.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just
They
trying
wanted
to find out
every
some
piece
stuff.
of digital evidence tying these two people together to be deepfaked, replacing the former NYC mayor with the son of the president's political opponent in the upcoming election. It left a bad taste in my mouth, but the money being thrown at me was enough to buy mouthwash in industrial-sized drums. However, that money never came through, because the moment I finished my deepfake, my computer suddenly fried. From motherboard to monitor, dead. Then the power to my house was cut. Then the guys in black, those same invisible ninjas that hit the Chinese lab, came busting through my windows. I'm alive because I work in a basement with an escape hatch. I snuck away. Now I live day by day, constantly looking over my shoulder. Coronavirus is spreading throughout the world. Someday, I'll get back online and reverse my deep fake. The world needs to know.
Whoa!
Thanks for
Hold
watching.
up.
You can watch a similar video here.
Is he trying to say he knows who released it? The owner? Is that what he's trying to say? Is that what he's trying to say? Is that what he's trying to say? Is he trying to say that he knows who released the Rona? If that's the fact, man, oh my gosh, bro. Man, oh man, that's some very, very, very classified info because, bro, I bet you, if anybody knows who did it, whoa, the government and everybody's gonna be on your butt for real, bro. They not play when it comes to that. Trust me, I've seen plenty of things where I figured like, okay, you guys are not playing no games when it comes to, trying to keep things hidden and keep things top secret and keep things out of the public ear, bro. They do not care. They will do whatever it means to make sure that info does not get out, including taking your life away. Trust me. The government is crazy like that, bro. The whole world is crazy like that. They will do whatever it takes to make sure you won't say a word. That's scary. That by story 3 by far is the most scariest one that I've seen. I mean, heard. Well, seen and heard, but you know. But anyway, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. Want to see the original video? The link will be down in the description below on some social media. And also remember this: dream to be lit, always stand for being lit. And remember, don't go to sleep and dream about your dreams. Get up and chase them. Till the next video. This is the dream. Out.